remember what this shape is called? Yes, it's an oval.
All right. Everybody that's tuning in, I am, like I said in the thing, I'm not a barber, but I do cut my son hair from time to time. So, me and my son, he's just gonna hang out with us today as I cut my son hair. Nothing different for us, new for you, but
Ready, green truck?
so.
3, 2, 1, go!
Just chilling with me and my son. Chilling with me and my son.
Oh, looks like there were too many blocks for one truck to knock down. Hold on, it looks like we have a few more. That's a bit better. All right, here's our last truck. You remember the name of this color, don't you? It's the color red. It's red, like an apple, or a fire truck. This hoop has 8 sides, and it's the same shape as a stop sign. That must mean that this shape is an octagon.
Ooh, we got the blue juice.
Oh,
We got the blue juice.
blocks we have this time.
It's blue juice.
This time there are 10 rows of 10
Yeah,
blocks.
we call it blue juice, right?
That's twice as many as last time. Can you guess what number this is?
Alright, let me see the glasses.
It's 1.
Hold your glasses for a moment.
Okay, red truck.
Did I bring
I
the
hope you're ready
pick
to
down here?
check on all of those blocks. Ready?
Did I bring the
Let's
pick down here?
go.
I didn't. It's like me, huh? You getting something? Hey. Hold on, wait, you stay right there.
This is YouTube Boo.
Awesome! What a crash! The red truck knocked down almost 100 blocks in one try. It doesn't get much better than that. Hey, Brainiacs, wasn't that a fun way to practice our colors, numbers, and shapes? We're going to learn lots of cool new stuff here soon.
Go.
So make sure you come back
Ready?
and keep learning.
Thanks for watching.
It shouldn't hurt. We got the blue juice in there. It's not necessarily blue juice, but we actually use this. If you're wondering what I'm using in his head. And yeah,
Hey,
you spray it
Brainiacs.
on all the
Do
time.
you remember when we learned about hacking with our cool stunt-jumping monster trucks? That was so much fun. Well, there's an even cooler way to do math, and that's multiplication.
We're gonna take his hair out.
Okay, Lizzie, let's use our giant
Actually,
dump
take his
trucks
hair.
to learn how multiplication works. Multiplication is like adding, but we repeat it
You
a
got a lot
bunch
of
of
stuff in here.
times. Let's say we have 4 dump trucks, and each
You got
truck
stuff
has
in there?
3 cars in it.
What kind of stuff?
We can count the cars by adding 3 plus 3 equals 6,
You got
6
stuff in
plus
here.
3 equals
Oh, your glasses,
9,
big man.
and 9 plus 3 equals 12.
You didn't get nothing in your eye, did you?
We can also skip count by 3s. 3, 6,
You got it now?
9, 12. Or we can do it the quicker way and use multiplication by saying there are 4 groups
Yeah, it's gonna be
of
soft,
3
man.
cars. Or 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 3 is the same as saying 3 plus 3 plus
There's no
3
salt back here.
plus 3.
Huh.
We're adding the
It
number
is.
3 4 times.
It's good to say.
Eventually, you'll learn the entire multiplication
Yes, I
table,
think you can.
so you can quickly do these
So you can see brain
calculations in
candy?
your head. This is the multiplication table for all numbers up to 10. Whoa, that's a lot of numbers to learn. But don't worry, there are some tricks to learning a lot of these numbers easily. Anything that is multiplied by 0 equals equals 0. If there are 5 trucks and 0 cars in each truck,
That one
then
need
we
to be
have
sprayed
0
over here?
cars.
Huh?
5 times 0 is 0.
This right here need to be
If
sprayed
we
some
have
more?
10
Or no?
trucks, each with 0 cars, we still have 0 cars. 10 times 0 also equals 0.
And some
No
rough
matter
had
which
his.
number you choose, if it's
Yeah,
multiplied by 0, the answer
Because
is
afterwards
always
he loved to go
0.
tell his sisters
Any number that is multiplied
how
by
his
1
husband.
stays the same
Right.
number. If we have 6 trucks, and each
Silly
truck
boy.
has 1 monster truck, then we have 6 monster trucks.
Silly man.
6 times 1 equals 6. If we have 12 dump trucks,
What you
and
get
each truck has 1 monster
Put your head
truck
down.
in it, then we have 12 monster trucks. 12 times 1 equals 12.
Get down more.
Any number that is multiplied by 1 stays the same number. 6 times 1 is 6. 12 times 1 is 12. And even 100 times 1 is 100.
Good?
So every number in the first row of the multiplication table just counts up by 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. And so on. There are other patterns in the multiplication table. Let's look at the tens. It's just like multiplying by 1,
Is it okay?
except
You
we
spray
add
right here?
0 at the end.
You need spray right there?
10 times 1 is 10. 10
Tell
times
me,
2
okay?
is 20.
Put your head down.
10 times 3 is
Good job.
30. What do you think
That's
10
it.
times 6 is? That's right! 10 times 6 is 60. That's 60. What's 10 times 10? 10 times 10 is 10, 0. That's 100.
Better.
The 5s have an interesting pattern as well. Every number ends in either a 5 or a 0, and they alternate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. Here we have 5 trucks, and each truck is carrying 4 beach balls. Let's use our multiplication table to find 5 times
You good?
4.
Sure.
5 times 4, it's 20. So 5 trucks, each carrying 4 beach
Right.
balls, makes 20 beach balls in total. And it doesn't matter which number comes first. Last time we had 5 trucks, and each truck had 4 objects. This time we have 4 trucks, and each truck has 5 presents. How many presents do we have? 4 times 5 is the same as 5 times 4. They both equal 20. So 4 trucks, each carrying 5 presents, equals 20 presents in total. Can you think of other ways that you can use multiplication in everyday situations? Alright, we learned a lot about multiplication. Let's review what we learned so far.
Did reach, bro.
Multiplication
parts we
is
have.
like adding the same number a bunch of times.
Oh, no, we have 4.
Any number that's multiplied by 0 is always 0. And any number multiplied by 1 is always that same number. There are patterns in the multiplication table that help us memorize each row. And it doesn't matter which order the numbers are in for multiplication. Great job, Brainiacs! You're learning some real grown-up math. Your teachers are going to be amazed how smart you are when you get to school. Thanks to all our amazing Patreon patrons for your support of our show. Especially to these awesome fire truck level brainiacs. Casper, Henry T, PJ, Jerome, Sean P, Lincoln, Alex S, and Fino. You rock!
Thanks for watching, Brainiacs. See you next time. I did a whole lot of hair off my
There's a whole lot of hair.
Back to Brain Candy TV.
Hey, Brainiacs! It's Lizzie's first trip to the museum, and she's really excited to see the dinosaur exhibit.
I mean, your way.
Most of the great dinosaurs died
I mean,
off
your way,
millions
huh?
of years ago. So all we have left of these amazing creatures are fossilized
Huh?
skeletons like this one of
What's
a
up?
Tyrannosaurus rex. Let's imagine going way back in time to learn about these awesome ancient animals. Dinosaurs are so cool. They were some of the biggest creatures to have ever lived, and they ruled the Earth for over 150 million years. We know that dinosaurs lived a long time ago, but how long ago was it?
So,
It was so long ago that humans didn't even exist yet. Most of the great dinosaurs went extinct
let's see
around
if we can make that a
66
little bit
million
better, right?
years ago. An animal
So
is
make that a little
extinct,
bit better,
but it doesn't
man.
exist anymore anywhere in the world.
So
Let's
you
try
trying
to
to beat
picture
him,
what
right?
66 million years ago looks
So
like.
get it together, Dad.
Let's build a timeline
You
that
can tell me,
stretches
so get it
way
together,
up
Daddy.
into the sky.
Good?
Circle today at the bottom, and at the top is 66 million years ago. An average human lifespan is around 70 years. On this timeline, if we go back in time 70 years, before most of your grandparents were even born, that would only be as high as a single sheet of paper. 5,000 years ago, which is the beginning of recorded human history, would only be 71 sheets of paper high. Modern humans like you and me have existed for around 200,000 years. So on this timeline, that would only be 28 centimeters high. But if the great dinosaurs went extinct 66 million years ago, that would add up to a stack of paper 94 meters high. That's 1 meter taller than the Statue of Liberty. Whoa, that's a lot of lifetimes ago. Remember that each sheet of paper represents 70 years ago on our timeline. Not only that, but humans have only existed for a tiny amount of time compared to dinosaurs. Dinosaurs appeared around 235 million years ago. On our timeline, that would be a stack of paper
Yeah,
10
I'm
meters
gonna get the
taller
kinks
than
out
the
of your
Eiffel
hair.
Tower. So dinosaurs ruled the Earth for this long,
I'm just gonna smooth it
and
out.
humans have
Right
only existed for this long.
now, this is
So
just
humans
like
are definitely the new kids on the block, and we showed up a long time after the dinosaurs went extinct. Dinosaurs came in all
That kinda
shapes
hurt?
and sizes. Some were quite small, like
let's
this velociraptor at less than 6
let's
feet
see
long.
what we got, big man.
Deinonychus was a medium-sized dinosaur at around 11
Yeah.
feet long. Then, of course, there were the big dinosaurs. Triceratops was as big as a mid-sized school bus at around 30 feet long and weighed just as much. Imagine riding one of these to school. That might draw some attention. Tyrannosaurus rex, or T-Rex for short, was as long as a fire truck, including the big ladder. That's 40 feet long. Long before T-Rex and Triceratops showed up, there were enormous sauropod dinosaurs, like this Brachiosaurus. It would have been as big as an excavator with 2 giant arms. That's 69 feet long. largest land animal living in the world today is the mighty African bush elephant. Look how small it is compared to these ancient giants. Let's learn some cool facts about two of these dinosaurs, Triceratops and T-Rex. Triceratops was a strong and sturdy dinosaur. It was a herbivore. That means it only ate plants. But even though they didn't eat meat, they were still very dangerous and had some of the best defensive adaptations in the history of the world. Triceratops and T-Rex both lived during the Cretaceous period, the last period of the great dinosaurs. A Triceratops would have made an excellent meal for a hungry T-Rex, but it was very risky to take on a Triceratops. It had a very unique ball and socket joint to connect its head to its neck, which gave it the ability to quickly swing its head in any direction, along with those dangerous horns. And unlike the relatively soft horns of a rhinoceros, which are made from keratin like our fingernails, the two horns on a Triceratops skull are solid bone, so they were very strong. Those huge horns would have made any predator think twice about attacking a Triceratops, but the large bony frill at the back of the skull would have also protected Triceratops's neck from any attackers brave enough to try. However, scientists now believe that the prominent horns and frill of a Triceratops skull were used primarily for courtship and other social displays. So perhaps there weren't many dinosaurs unwise enough to test a Triceratops in battle after all. This is Tyrannosaurus Rex, king of the Cretaceous carnivores. A carnivore is an animal that only eats meat. The name Tyrannosaurus Rex means king of the tyrant lizards. The name is well deserved. It was one of the largest carnivores in the world. As far as dinosaurs go, T-Rex was probably very smart. Its brain was twice as big as the brains of other giant carnivores. T-Rex had the strongest bite force of any land animal. It had a bite force of over 8,000 pound-force. That's like the weight of 3 small cars pressing down on each bite from T-Rex's powerful jaws, which were lined with sharp banana-sized teeth up to 8 inches long. Its bite was powerful enough to crack open bones, which gave T-Rex a special advantage over other dinosaurs, since it could get at the extra nutrition inside the bones and could consume every bit of their prey. T-Rex had a highly developed sense of smell. It could smell prey from great distances. Based on the impressions left on the inside of T-Rex skulls, scientists discovered that compared to the size of their brain, their olfactory bulbs were very large. That's the part of the brain used for smelling. This means that T-Rex's sense of smell was probably as good or better than a bloodhound, which has one of the best senses of smell in the animal kingdom. T-Rex also had excellent vision. Its eyes pointed forward, giving it 3D vision even better than modern eagles. It could possibly see prey at distances up to 6 kilometers. All of these things combined, excellent vision, incredible sense of smell, big brain, and the most powerful bite of any land animal, made Tyrannosaurus Rex one of the most formidable carnivores the world has ever seen. I hope you enjoyed learning about dinosaurs and find them as cool as I do. Thanks to all of our amazing Patreon patrons for your support of our show. Special thanks to our super brainiacs, Leland, Gavin, Mason, and Michael H., as well as these awesome fire truck level brainiacs, Mason James, Clay, JR, Thomas and Clara, Dougal, Emma, Cole and Graham, Casper, Henry T, PJ, Jerome, Sean P, Lincoln, Fino, Alex S, and special thanks to Wilder and Monroe. You're awesome!
Thanks for watching, Brainiacs. See you next time.
Hey, Brainiacs!
We have a good
Welcome
time,
to the
baby.
Monster Truck Training Academy. Driving these huge, powerful trucks is no easy task. It takes a lot of practice, so this is where monster truck drivers can come to perfect their stunts for the big monster truck stunt shows. Monster trucks are so cool. They're custom designed to be really
Relax your neck.
powerful and super tough, so they can
Yeah,
do all
good
of these
job.
awesome stunts. Today we're going to have our very own monster truck
Better?
made just for us. Let's head over to the truck factory and watch our truck get assembled as we learn about the different parts.
Welcome back to Brain Candy TV.
Cool! This truck factory is making all sorts of trucks and their powerful engines. Look! All the parts of our monster truck are already laid out and ready for assembly. Let's put it together as we learn about
Take your
each
glasses
part.
off for a moment, big man.
First, we have the
Gotta get by
chassis.
the wheels.
It's a strong cage made of steel tubes that protects the driver and connects all of the parts together. These are the axles. The axles go between two wheels and connect the wheels to the chassis. When monster trucks perform their amazing stunts and high jumps, they need special parts to give the trucks a soft landing. These parts are called shock absorbers, or shocks. Sometimes they have big springs in them to absorb the force of big jumps. But these heavy-duty monster truck shocks are filled with oil and have compressed gas at the end to give the truck an extra soft landing. Whoa, look at those huge tires!
Take a picture of me
Let's
now.
mount the big monster truck tires on the wheels and attach them to the axles.
Daddy just broke out his full kit and caboodle out here.
These wheels and tires are 66 inches tall, just a bit
Six
shorter
inches.
than an average
No, I said
adult
six.
man. And they weigh
Be in my kitchen.
645
Like a gentleman.
pounds.
Sit.
That's heavier than 3 big grown-ups. These are the drive shafts. They take the spinning power of the engine and send it out to the axles and wheels. Monster truck engines are in the middle of the truck, so they need 2 drive shafts to send power to the front wheels and the back wheels.
No.
And here we
Check
have
out.
the engine.
That way.
It's a supercharged
Little Simba.
9.4-liter V8 engine with
well,
1,500 horsepower. That's almost as powerful as 10 regular cars.
Sit.
Let's take a closer look at the engine to see how it works.
Okay. Call him now.
An internal combustion engine
Oh, please,
basically works by creating lots of little explosions. Fuel is
Down.
sent from
Got
the fuel cell through the fuel line and into the cylinder.
A Blair.
This is
A
called the
Blair.
V8 engine because it
He's
has
up.
8
He's there.
cylinders
He's
in the
up.
shape
He's
of a
there.
V.
He's up. He's there. He's up. He's down.
That move up and down. When the piston moves down, a mixture of air and fuel are sprayed into the cylinder. Then the piston moves up and squeezes and compresses the fuel and air. Next, a spark plug creates a spark that ignites the compressed fuel and air. This creates a small
What?
explosion that pushes the piston back down.
Engines.
Finally, the piston comes back up, which pushes the leftover exhaust fumes out to the exhaust headers, and the process starts all over again. Intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. Intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. As the pistons move up and down, they turn the crankshaft, which uses a bunch of gears in the transmission to turn the drive shaft and the wheels. All these little explosions make the engine very hot. So we'll add a radiator to keep it cool. It's like an air conditioner for the engine. There's only one seat in the middle of the truck, and it's custom made for each driver to keep the driver safe and secure. All we have left to add now is our colorful fiberglass body. The body is there to protect the driver from flying dirt and debris, but it also gives each truck their own special look. The body also uses clear panels so the truck driver can see what is happening near the wheels. Awesome! Our custom monster truck is ready for action. And now you know what makes most cars and trucks go. Okay, let's hop inside the cabin and get ready for our monster truck stunt training. Here we are back at the Monster Truck Training Academy with our brand new monster truck, Brain Cruncher. But before we can start practicing our stunts, we have to learn how to steer the truck. Monster trucks have independent rear steering. That means the driver can steer with just the front wheels, just the back wheels, or the front and back wheels together. The front wheels are turned with the steering wheel like a regular truck, while the back wheels are controlled separately by this thumb switch. Alright, let's strap in and start practicing our monster truck stunts. The most basic monster truck stunt is the jump. Let's try a small one to start.
Right now, I gotta get all your loose ends, man.
Let's watch that again in slow motion. Notice how the big soft tires squish when the truck lands. And the shocks compress to absorb the impact of the landing. This is very important so the truck doesn't break its axle when it lands. And it also protects the driver from being knocked around in the cabin. Let's try an even bigger jump this time. The driver has to be sure to hit the jump at just the right speed to make it to the other side. Oh no! I guess we weren't going fast enough. That's okay. Big jumps like this take a lot of practice.
Huh?
Perfect the first time. If we don't get something right the first time, we pick ourselves up and try again. Okay, let's move a bit faster this time.
Give me one more. Let me get your other pick.
Awesome! Monster trucks are so tough and powerful, they can jump up to 40 feet in the air. Another trick that monster trucks can do is a wheelie. The driver has to control the speed very carefully to keep the truck on the two back wheels. Look out! Oops! We held that wheelie a bit too long, I think.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Let's try that wheelie again, but a little shorter this time.
This is your kind of pick right here, man.
Nice! That did the trick.
It's small and it gets all.
An even more difficult stunt is the nose wheelie.
Good spot to your
This is
head.
where the driver can keep the truck balanced on the front wheels.
You ready to get to the shape up, huh? You're like, hurry up, daddy.
Wow! Great stunt! Monster trucks can do cool stunts even with all the wheels on the ground. With their special four-wheel steering, they can do awesome donuts and spin super fast.
Head down, head down, head down.
cool. One of my favorite monster truck stunts is called the backflip. Uh-oh. Don't go too fast, or the truck will just crash into the barrier. Let's try that again. If we get the speed and power just right, the truck will land safely on all four wheels. All right. Let's watch that again. Next up is car crushing. Monster trucks can weigh up to 12,000 pounds. That's 3 or 4 times as heavy as a regular car. Monster trucks are so heavy that they can crush a regular car by driving over it. Let's see how flat we can get these cars if we land the truck on them after a jump. Good thing those cars are already broken. I wouldn't want a monster truck to land on my car. Alright, that was so much fun. We learned a lot of cool stuff about monster trucks and internal combustion engines. Thanks for learning with us, Brainiacs. Thanks to all our amazing Patreon patrons for your support of our show. Special thanks to our Super Brainiacs, Leland, Gavin, Nathan, Scott, Rex CS, Kyle and Corey, Shaquanta, Ethan, and Ocean, as well as our new fire truck level Brainiacs, Yassine and Hakeem, Isaac and Elliot, Evan and Eric, Flint, Colt, Caden, Jonathan and Zach, Finnan, and Everett. You're awesome!
Thanks for watching, Brainiacs. See you next time.
Wait up.
Hey, Brainiacs! Whoa! Look at all the cars these huge haul trucks can carry. I wish there was a way we could quickly count all these cars. Wait a minute. All these trucks have the same number of cars. So we can use skip counting. Skip counting is useful when you want to count groups of things quickly, like these cars. Let's use our monster trucks and dump trucks to learn how to skip count by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10.
Welcome back to Brain Candy TV.
Whoa! This ultra-class haul truck is going to crush this group of
I
cars.
hit you with the clippers.
The
Sorry.
haul truck is 360
That didn't help, did you?
tons.
I'm
That's as
sorry.
heavy as 66 monster trucks. Let's see how many cars this haul
Come on, we
truck
almost
can
done.
crush. There are 2 rows of cars, so we can skip count them by 2. Why don't you count them with me? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Each time we count, we're skipping one number. Let's go over it again, but a bit quicker this time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Small truck. 2, 4. Whoa! Look how easily it crushes these cars. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14,
It's okay.
16,
It's okay.
18,
That's all right.
20. Amazing! The whole truck totally crushed 20 cars. They're so flat, they look like little metal pancakes. Here's our trusty monster truck, Brain Cruncher. Do you think it will be able to jump all of these buses? Let's see how many buses we have. They are in groups of 3, so let's skip count them by 3.
Put your head up, Clay.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Let's do it
Hand up,
again,
please, sir.
but
I can't
quicker
see.
this time. Try to say them with me.
Hold your glasses.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Okay, Brain Cruncher, can you jump all 30 buses in one try? Let's go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Great jumping. Now we know how to skip count by 3s. Not only that, but skip counting also helps us memorize our multiplication table. Like when we learned about multiplication with dump trucks. Oh no! A nearby river has created a flood in this part of town. We need some big dump trucks to help us slow the flow of the river. Alright! All of our dump trucks have arrived with a large load of rocks to slow down the river and stop the flooding. Each truck is carrying 4 large rocks. We'll need around 40 more rocks to slow down the river. Let's count the rocks to see if we have enough. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Say them with me this time. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. All right, let's dump those rocks along the river.
Hey, stop. You don't do that.
4,
What do you do?
8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Thanks, truck drivers. Now it's time for our bulldozers to take over. Great! Now our bulldozers can push the rocks into the river to stop the flooding and save the town. And now we can skip count by 4. Let's check back in with Brain Cruncher to see what it's up to. Cool! Now there are groups of 5 buses for our monster truck to jump over. How many buses do you think we have in total? Let's skip count them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right, let's say them together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Notice how when we count by 5, it always ends in a 5 or a 0. Okay, let's give it a shot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Great job, Brain Cruncher. Nice jumping. Whoa, look at all of these haul trucks. Each truck is carrying 10 huge rocks. Let's skip count the rocks by 10 and see how many we have in total. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's go through them faster this time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Notice how it's just like counting by ones, but we add a 0 at the end. All right, haul trucks, let's dump those big rocks. 10, 20, 30, 40, 70. 80. 90. 100. All right. Now we know how to skip count by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. That means we also know over half of our multiplication table. What's 3 times 7? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 3 times 7 is 21. What's 4 times 5? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Our multiplication table is just like our skip counting numbers. Great job, Brainiacs! Thanks to all our amazing Patreon patrons for your support of our show. Special thanks to our new Super Brainiacs. Eli and Vivi, Fino, Oliver, Elliot and Owen, Noah, Gideon, Sky, Langston, Traveler, James and Henry, Taryn, Sawyer and Wyatt, Emiliano, Nolan and Fiona, and Isaac and Elliot, as well as our new fire truck level Brainiacs. Oliver B, Jerome, Lincoln M, Diego, Kristen S, Jameson, Michael R, Wilder and Monroe, Jackson R, Axel and Asher, Vincent, Alistair and Beatrix, Hudson, Flint, Annalise and Jack, Dorian and Anita, Byron and Lakin, and Argyle. You're awesome!
Thanks for watching, Brainiacs. See you next time.
Hey, Brainiacs! Do you know what a pattern is? A pattern is something that repeats in a predictable way. That means something happens over and over, so we can guess what might come next. Let's look at this line of cars on the train. Do you see any kind of repeating pattern? The train is carrying cars of different colors, but no car is the same color as another, so there are no patterns here. Let's check out our other train. Hey, Lizzie, are you ready to help us learn about patterns? Lizzie loves finding patterns, and she's driving the pattern train. Let's take a look at the cars on Lizzie's train.
Stay still for me.
Aha!
You're doing so
Do you
well.
see the repeating pattern? This time there is a blue car, then a white car, then a blue car, and a white car again. It's a pattern that repeats over and over again. The pattern is blue, white, blue, white, blue, white.
Stop it, Bill. Please.
Awesome!
I'm not trying to hurt you, man. You making it seem like I am.
Let's catch up with our
Oh, where's your
pattern
glasses?
train when it's ready to make its
I may have to turn
delivery.
brain candy off for you, big man, because you acting out today.
Welcome back to Brain Candy TV.
I don't know why you're acting out today.
All right. Lizzie's pattern train has delivered all of its cars, but now they're all mixed up. Let's see if we can copy this pattern to match the other cars we already have. Our pattern is blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. Which car should we start with if we want to copy our pattern?
I'm not trying to hurt you, my
That's
man. I promise.
right. It's the blue car.
Okay? I promise.
Which car do we need next? We already have a blue car, so next we'll need a white one. There we go. Now we we have blue and white. Now we can repeat that pattern. Blue, white, blue, white. Whoops, that doesn't look right. I think those last two cars don't match the pattern. We need to switch them. There we go. Great job. We copied the pattern perfectly. Let's learn about some different patterns. This time we have some cars and trucks. Can you see the pattern in this group? That's right. The repeating pattern is 2 cars, then 2 trucks. Car, car, truck, truck. Car, car, truck, truck. Let's try to copy this pattern from the vehicles in the parking lot. What do we need to start the pattern? Right. First we'll need 2 cars. Car. Car. Perfect. Then comes 2 trucks.
This one, feel it?
I'll feel it.
You feel it?
What comes next?
What you feel?
We'll start the pattern over again. 2 more cars.
Almost done, okay? You doing your best, okay? Appreciate you.
Then 2 more trucks.
Just keep it together for daddy little man.
Whoops, that's not very straight. Let's try that again. Now we've got it. Car, car, truck, truck. Car, car, truck, truck. Do you think our monster truck will be able to climb over all these vehicles? Let's find out. Nice. We really crushed that pattern. Let's watch that again in slow motion. Ooh, the heavy monster truck really smushed those first 2 cars. And look how high its powerful engine can launch it into the air. And it dented that second row of trucks on the landing. Whoa, monster trucks are so tough and cool. Okay, let's see what other kinds of patterns we can find. These demolition derby vehicles are lined up using 2 new patterns. This side has cars and trucks, and this side has cars and vans. But each side needs 1 more vehicle. Can you figure out which vehicle we need to continue the pattern on each side? This side has car, car, van, car, car, van, car. Which vehicle should come next in this pattern? The repeating pattern is car, car, van. It's easier if you say it out loud quickly.
Want your glasses back on?
Car, car, van.
Are they
Car,
dirty?
car, van.
They're dirty.
Car,
Hold up.
car. That's right. We needed
Well,
to
they're
add
really
another
dirty.
car to continue
Hey,
the
really
pattern.
dirty, Will. You didn't know your glass was that
What
dirty?
about this side?
You
Can
did?
you figure out which vehicle is missing in this pattern? The pattern goes car, truck, truck, car, truck, truck,
Come on, turn.
That looks good. What do you mean?
car.
Huh?
That looks good.
I don't think that's
That
right.
looks good. What do you
This
mean?
pattern doesn't have 2 cars together. Car, truck, truck, car, truck, truck, car. Ah, it must be a truck. There, that looks right. We needed another truck to extend the pattern. Great job. All right, we have all our vehicles ready for the demolition derby. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Day, huh?
Truck makes a quick escape from the crowd. Look out for that pink car. Ooh, he got a good shot in on us. Let's get out of here.
This is what I was using on your thing.
Those guys.
Right here, silly.
That pink car just passed us.
I'm almost done, silly.
There. We got a good hit in there. Luckily, he was protected by the strong roll bar in the back. Let's join that bunch over there. Ooh,
me see.
solid hit. We
your
crunched
head
his
straight.
trunk
I can't
up
see.
nicely. Oh, we missed that guy.
Put your head straight, man.
Now he's coming after us. Ooh, they nailed us with a big hit from the side. Uh-oh, we're stuck. And here comes a gang of pink cars. Oh, man, what a pileup. These cars were all ready for the junkyard, so it's okay if they get smashed up. But don't try this with your toys, or they'll break and end up in the junkyard, too. Great work, Brainiacs! Now you know a lot about patterns. The world is full of patterns, and patterns can come in many different forms. There are A-B patterns, like our blue and white cars, AABB patterns, like our yellow cars and black and red trucks, ABB patterns, like the derby cars and trucks, AAB patterns, like the derby cars and vans, and many more. Patterns can be made with shapes, colors, different objects, almost anything you can arrange in a repeatable way. Try to find some patterns around your home and see if you can make different types of patterns with your toys or building blocks. Thanks for learning with us, Brainiacs. You're getting so smart. Thanks to all our amazing Patreon patrons for your support of our show. Special thanks to our new Super Brainiacs: Michael R., Jonas and Sadie, Haley L., Stephanie T., Robert R., Anila and Cooper, Henry, Logan and Elowen, Matthew and Ethan, Adam and Abel, Luke N., Persephone, Isaiah, Leo W., and Theo, as well as our new fire truck level Brainiacs: Daniel, Jariah and Levi, Joshua and Zachary, Andy, Eric, Adam and Will, William
got a whole
L.,
beer on
and
here.
Felix D. You're
Let me get that.
awesome.
Okay, you can put your glasses back there.
Thanks for watching, Brainiacs.
We're
See
done.
you next time.
Now we just gotta do the back. Okay?
Hey, Brainiacs.
This
Each
is just
of
a
the
spray.
dinosaurs had some of the
I'll get
biggest,
it. When we,
powerful, and fiercest
you
creatures.
do not have to act like that when I spray. Oh, wipe it on that.
Awesome hunters like this
It's
fierce
just a spray. Now hold your glasses for me.
dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus.
I bet you like, man, I done took the glasses off a moment ago, man.
Reptiles like Quetzalcoatlus northropod. But if these amazing creatures died off long before humans even existed, how do we know so much about dinosaurs? Stay tuned to find out.
What?
Welcome back to
I'm
Brainiacs
licking your
TV.
ear.
Scientists who study ancient life like dinosaurs are called paleontologists. And thanks to
Oh, did you
them,
do the other
we
side?
get to learn all these cool
Oh,
facts
my
about
God, my man.
dinosaurs, even though they went extinct millions of years ago.
I know, I said
The
that, huh?
most important clues we have
I
for
thought you
learning
were
about
like, man, I thought we were
dinosaurs
doing this a
come
long
from
time
studying
ago.
fossils.
I thought you were.
Lizzie loves to visit the Natural History Museum, where she can look at all of the cool dinosaur fossils.
Okay.
Dinosaur body fossils, like the ones we see in museums, are very rare and hard to find. They're usually buried deep underground, and less than 1 in a million dinosaur skeletons become fossils, because a special process must happen to turn these bones into fossils that can last millions of years.
You are
If a dinosaur
moving.
dies
You little
near a
busted.
lake or a river,
Let me see
the
that
body
side.
might sink into the mud and be buried quickly. When
Huh?
this happens, the dinosaur's bones are nicely protected from damage and
Alright,
from
here's the last
predators
part.
that might want to chew on them. Slowly,
Making
the
sure it's
bones
not hot.
get buried
Okay.
deeper and deeper under layers of dirt
Hey,
or
spray it
sediment
again, bro.
that hardens under pressure and turns into rock over
I
time.
didn't spray you, man.
The rock stays wet from the nearby water, and that water becomes filled with
Alright,
tiny
do you need to
pieces
wipe
of
it on me
rock
again?
called
Wipe it on me
barnacles.
again.
As
Yeah,
time
man.
goes
Alright.
on, the buried
Put
bones
your head down.
become soft
Let's
and
finish up so you can go.
spongy.
Show your sisters.
Minerals from the
Good,
rock
not
water
again.
wash into the spongy
Good,
bones.
not spray it again.
Over thousands or millions of years, little by little, the minerals in the water make the spongy bones hard as stone. These stone-like bones
Come on, man. Don't hurt.
are
It
fossils.
just tickles, don't it?
Millions of years later, if we dig in the right place, or if the deep layers of rock are exposed, we can find these body fossils that are left behind by these amazing ancient creatures. We know that most of the great dinosaurs died off
Y'all
around
stop
66
moving,
million
silly.
years ago. But if you know that the descendants
Alright.
of some
Let's
dinosaurs
do
are
this.
still
Let's do
around
this.
today,
Let's do this.
before we learn which dinosaurs still
Stop. You
exist,
gonna make me mess
take a
up.
look at these two dinosaurs, Deinonychus and Velociraptor.
Stop laughing,
They're
man.
both
You gonna make me laugh.
dinosaurs called theropods.
Stop.
Deinonychus had a
You doing
large
that on
brain
purpose
cell
now, trying to make me
compared its
laugh, huh?
body, and it was
Yes, you
one
are.
of the smallest dinosaurs of them all. Its name means terrible claw because of the large, very sharp talons on its hind feet, which it used for catching its prey and possibly for
I ain't spraying.
Deinonychus grew
See, you
up to
made me drop my
11 feet
toothbrush.
long
Nope, you
and
got
weighed
it.
about as much as an adult man. It was covered in feathers and had small feathered wings
Alright, down.
and a long feathery tail,
Down.
but it could not fly. Its large tail could be used as a counterbalance, which made Deinonychus very agile when chasing down and leaping on its prey.
Trying not to press so it doesn't bother you, okay?
Velociraptors lived about 33 million years after Deinonychus went extinct, and were much smaller at 6 foot 9 inches, and weighed only as much as a medium-sized dog. When paleontologists found a well-preserved Velociraptor arm fossil, shown here at the top, they discovered little evenly spaced bumps on it called quill knobs, seen here in a close-up. These little bumps are where feathers are attached to the bone. This picture shows a modern turkey vulture bone that also has quill knobs. And this picture shows where the feathers would attach to the quill knobs on the bone. This discovery of quill knobs on a Velociraptor bone confirmed for the first time that Velociraptor was covered in feathers. Both Deinonychus and Velociraptor are now extinct, but both of these dinosaurs were covered in feathers, had hollow bones, walked on 2 legs with 3 toes, and they laid
Put your head up
eggs.
so I can see this to make sure
Can you
everything's
guess which
lined
type
up
of
for you.
modern animal might be a distant
Just really
relative of theropod dinosaurs like these?
Mm.
If you guessed birds, you're right. Modern birds are distant relatives of the last surviving theropod dinosaurs. Can you see the similarities between Deinonychus and these large modern birds? Like this cassowary, this shoebill, and this ostrich? The birds that we see today have a lot in common with theropod dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, birds are still considered dinosaurs. You might think that pterosaurs would be the ancestors of modern birds because they could fly. But that's not the case. Pterosaurs weren't actually dinosaurs. They were flying reptiles. The largest known pterosaur was Quetzalcoatlus. That's Quetzalcoatlus. It was one of the largest flying creatures in the history of the world, with a wingspan of around 36 feet. That's the same size as a small airplane.
How done?
In fact, it's the exact same wingspan as this Cessna 172 Skyhawk. Wow!
Thank you all for tuning in.
And standing on the ground,
With me and my
Quetzalcoatlus
son.
would have been as tall as the tallest creature alive today.
Say bye-bye.
8 feet high, it was as tall as a giraffe. Whoa! Imagine if one of these decided to land beside you. Quetzalcoatlus also had powerful limbs that allowed it to walk on all fours and launch itself into the air.